Abedi, Pele's children, they grow up to play football. They did not just play because their father is a legend, but they are definitely playing because they also have the talent.
Comparing these three kids of the legendary, iconic Abedi Pele is far away from one another, because what Abedi Pele achieved and the kind of game he played is far different from that his kids has actually produced.
Welcome back to EVO Sports. Today, we are going to talk about one of the African biggest legends that has played the round leather game for quite some years. This man has played for notable clubs like Olympique Marseille, FC Zurich, Olympique Lyon, and 1860 Munich in Germany. He has won the AFCON trophy once with Ghana in 1982, and he has won the African best on 3 occasions with Ghana. So this person we are talking about has 3 children that plays football, and one of them, we don't know much about him, but we know much about the other 2. This is somebody that Africa knows very well. He was the one that had the African connection when they won the Nations and the Champions League with Olympique Marseille. He had that connection between him and Basi Boli. That was what they called the African connection. This is no other person but Abedi AYEW Pele. He has won it all in Africa, both in the world stage. Though this is a man that him and his younger brother Kwame AYEW played alongside in the Ghana national team, which is now known as the Black Stars of Ghana. But today we are going to talk much about Abedi AYEW Pele. Chima, Abedi AYEW Pele, winning the Nations Cup, winning the African best on 3 occasions, which none of his sons has attended that feat. What do you make of this man?
Yeah, Abedi AYEW Pele is a great player indeed that has really, is one of the biggest legends that we have in African football, not just in Ghana currently. But when we talk about the children of a great player like this, I think you have 3 children that are involved in this football. The AYEW, the Andre AYEW, Jordan AYEW, and Ibrahim AYEW, which that one played in the World Cup 2010 for Ghana. Yes, there are some achievements that Abedi Pele achieved that the children did not achieve, and there are still some achievements that the children achieved that the father did not achieve. Like going to the World Cup, I think Abedi has not played in the World Cup.
He has not.
So, but his children have played in the World Cup. So, when you talk about this, in this generation, a man that has attained this kind of record, I feel like, for me, I would say the children have really tried, because for the children to play football to this level, 3 of them, especially Andre AYEW and Jordan AYEW, I think I've seen these guys whenever they come for Ghana national team, training. I was opportunity to watch some of their trainings. Then, I saw AYEW, a very calm player, very calm person. I think they did not allow the father's legacy to enter into them. If you check around the world, there are not many legends that their children have achieved what Abedi's children have achieved. Many of these legends that you see, hardly do you see their children play football. Even those that are playing, they don't even know how to carry leg. So they are not even anywhere near Abedi children. So for me, I feel like the children have also tried to put the name of the family on a world map in terms of football, because Jordan AYEW is still playing till now in Leicester City. Andre AYEW, wonderful player, captain Ghana, being in the World Cup, he have scored several goals for Ghana, performed so well. So from my own perspective, I will give kudos to the children and the father as well too. But I cannot be comparing both of the father and the children starting, because there's no way the era that Abedi Pele played is not the same era that the children are playing these days. Football has really evolved to the extent, to the level where at this time, I think football is a bit more harder than those days, because those days it was more of passion, talent. This time around now, many footballers, things have really grown to the level that you cannot easily beat an opponent now. The standard of football have gotten to a very high level that the competitiveness in this game now is so much higher than before. Those days, football were dominated by little teams, that anytime you see Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, those days. But now, football has gotten to a different level. Despite being in that level, Abedi Pele's children, they grow up to play football. They did not just play because their father is a legend, but they are definitely playing because they also have the talent. Each time I watch Ayew play, he played so well with so much passion. In fact, I feel like Ayew is the one, the Andrew Ayew is the one that really that have really impressed me most. One, with his leadership qualities. Two, with the passion he puts in on the pitch. Anytime he's playing for Ghana, he always put up his energy. He always play as if his life depends on that particular game, whether it's a friendly game, whether it's a cup game there. But Jordan Ayew is not that kind of player that his attitude on the pitch is quite different, but that doesn't make him a bad player. But he's a more calm player. He's a more coordinated player. He's a more tactical player that he loves to play tactically more. So for me, Jordan Ayew, Andrew Ayew, then Ibrahim Ayew, they have tried. Everybody cannot be on the same level. It's not possible. Having children like this, a father that have achieved so much, won Nations Cup, won African Best Player of the Year, played in Europe,
won the
Champions League, achieved so much.
With many other honors that we cannot mention.
So what are you expecting the children to do? Just like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, you telling me maybe in the next 5, 10, 20 years, coming to say the Ronaldo child, has he achieved more than before? There's no way we will achieve more than that. Which record again?
Yes.
You understand? And so definitely, the only thing the children can do is to crave a niche for themselves, to create their own record, at least to also make sure that they also play to their own taste and achieve some. So definitely, I give kudos to them, because if we see JD Okocha's children, Rashidi Yekini, most of them are not in this level that we are talking about now. You understand? And so Odegbami, they also have children. There are many ex-national Amokachi, they have children, but we've not had their children performing at the level which Jordan Ayew, Andrew Ayew have performed. So definitely, not every legend wants their children to even play football. Considering in Africa the level, the kind of leadership football they went through in Africa, the type of things, torments, and there's so many negative things that they experienced during their time in playing this game. So not many of them want their children to. But if Ayew's children are playing this game and with the passion and everything, playing for Ghana at this level, I feel they've really achieved a lot as well.
Abedi Pele, considering all what he has won, captained Ghana for so many years, winning the Nations Cup, becoming the African Footballer of the Year 3 consecutive times, then winning the Champions League. And none of his children, among the 3 of them, none of them has attended that feat, except Andre Ayew, that won the Under 20th World Cup and African Youth Championship in 2009.
Yes. In this vein, I think some ex-players did not actually achieve what their children achieved, while some ex-players, their children did not achieve what they achieved. It's vice versa sometimes. It now depends on the family it actually goes to. But I think the legendary status Abedi Pele has achieved is not limited to Ghana alone. It's limited to the entire Africa. Yeah. He's an iconic legend in Africa. Having been part of the Nations Cup champion in 1982, he has gone ahead to win the Champions League in 1993, winning the French Ligue 1 in 1989, 91, and 1992, winning the African Best 3 consecutive years. That speaks a lot of volumes for you to win consecutively. 91, 92, 93. So he was a fantastic player. You get what I'm trying to say? Then he now won the Golden Ball. Golden Ball in 1992, I guess. Then in 1991, he won the BBC Player of the Year. 2 times French Cup champions. And a lot of things he has. Apart from winning these trophies, on the pitch of play, he was more than a player. He was a leader. That's why at a very young age, he captained the Ghanaian national team. He has achieved so many things, both as a player on the pitch, he has achieved many things. But comparing him to his children is far away from the mix. You know, the only person that have actually won few laurels is the first son, Andre Ayew, who has won the French Cup, won the French League 1, then under 20 World Youth Championship and African Championship as well. So he has tried as well, but I think personally that he has not even come average to what his father was. He does not
even in his playing days.
Yes, that's why in his playing days. That's why I said aside the trophies and the laurels Abedi Pele won on the pitch of play, is a dynamo. Is something else. On his left foot, he can cause a lot of magic. Imagine a player like Abedi Pele playing in the first team of Marseille that have classic player Marcel Desailly, people like Didier Deschamps, people like Basile Boli,
even Vola.
Fabian Barthez was there. They were all there. An African player playing in the Olympic Marseille first team. He speaks a lot of volume at that stage. But Andre Ayew tried, but Jordan Ayew is another kettle of fish. At least he won the French Ligue 1 once, and as it maybe Coupe the Champs in French won. After then, he came to England. He has been playing teams that are just trying to trying to survive. And now he's in Leicester from Premiership and in the Championship now. All of that. He has tried. One of the things I love about these Pele's children are their consistency in the national team. Not forgetting the fact that Andre Ayew captained the Ghanaian national side for a very, very long period of time. Jordan Ayew tried. Then the last one, Ibrahim Ayew, he played. It's not really promulgated, not really popular. From Ashanti Kotoko, he traveled to Gibraltar. That is Gibraltar. He was playing his professional football here in which he won about 2 of their cup titles and all of that. But his name is not well heralded. But comparing these 3 kids of the legendary, iconic Abedi Pele is far away from one another, because what Abedi Pele achieved and the kind of game he played is far, far, far different from that his kids has actually produced. So Abedi Pele is an African iconic legend, but his children has not achieved that feat yet.
Okay, Chima. The same Abedi Pele winning all these honors or titles for himself, and Andre winning the World Cup, under 20 World Cup, that's in 2009, winning African Youth Championship in the same 2009. Those are the only important trophies I think he has won. Can you compare him to what his father has achieved and the level as his father has played? I don't know if you watch Abedi Pele in his playing days.
No.
Try and watch him. Abedi Pele, Messi plays exactly the way Abedi Pele played then, with his left foot. He wasn't too tall, but he was a midfielder, dangerous midfielder. Abedi Ayew Pele.
Number 10 jersey.
He was the one that single-handedly lifted Olympic Marseille to winning that Champions League. I watched him play together with Basile Boli, Fabian Barthez, Didier Deschamps, this German guy, Rudi Vola, and some other good players like that. So with the statistics that Abedi Pele has, can it be compared to that of his children, to that of Ayew? Because I know Jordan is written off. Jordan has not really achieved anything. It's only Ayew, the first son, that has come a little bit close. Can it be compared to his dad?
If I am Abedi Pele, I think I'm going to be very proud of my children, because having this kind of children and all of them decide to go in my path and then doing well up to this level. Even there are many that their parents did not even kick a ball, but their children have not achieved anything in football. And then there are many legends today, even in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Africa, that even Abedi Pele's first son, Andre Ayew, can be compared with as well. Because if Ayew retires from football today, I think he can still be considered as a legend.
A legend in Ghana football, yes.
Football. So if Ayew can be considered as a legend in Ghana football as well, considering what he has done in Ghana color, I feel like he must not necessarily achieve exactly the same feat like his father, and he must not necessarily achieve more than his father. But a son who grew up knowing well that his father is a legend and then decide to stick with this football, and again, he decided to put in every effort. Because for me, I saw Ayew putting in so much effort to try to meet up with his father. But sometimes a little bit of luck in football can smile on you. Somehow, you might not be the best player, but it might be opportune to win medals, depending on the squad that you find yourself. Sometimes your teammates matters as well in football. You can be, when Messi was in Barcelona, he won so many awards, so many laurels. Why? Because he was playing with the likes of Iniesta, playing with the likes of Xavi, and all of those players. But he was in Argentina. It took them so many years before they could win the World Cup. So the same thing happens in this football. When you talk, there are some things too that Andre Ayew have achieved now that the father did not achieve. If we talk about Abedi Pele, record. Yes, he has won so many things, like you said, the French league titles, individual honors, African Footballer of the Year 3 times, named among the greatest players of all time. Then for Ghana, he had 73 caps for Ghana and scored 33 goals. Then AFCON winner 1982, then AFCON runner-up 1992. Then Ghana captain, led Ghana to its first global football respect. Now we talk about Andrew Ayew. Achievement as well. French Ligue 1 winner with Marseille. Then Coupe de France, which is the French Cup. Then played in Premier League 1, Turkish League, over 500 plus senior club appearances. Individual honors, he won BBC African Footballer of the Year 2011. Then that same year, he won Ghana Footballer of the Year as well too. And he was the captain of Marseille. Then international career, he has about over 110 caps, which for now he has surpassed his father. Having 110 caps already, at least he's supposed to be reckoned with as a legend in Ghana football, which the father did not even get to 100. And then 100 cap is one of the biggest cap that, when you get to that level in international football, you get recognized so well for your country. So having such kind of this thing is a very good one for Andre Ayew as well. Then 3 FIFA World Cups appearance, 2010, 2014, and 2022. That one, the father did not achieve that.
I thought you had achieved that,
You
yes.
understand now? So definitely the era Andrew find himself, he was able to play in World Cup as well, which is the dream of every footballer. The father might have tried. That does not make the father a bad player. But I feel as well too, Andrew Ayew have also done well for himself and for the family. So I feel the father should be very, very proud of him. Comparing him to the father, yes, no Champions League trophy, no AFCON title, but more international caps, longer top level football career. He played longer on the top. International football, club football, because he played for so long, more than the father. So, but the father was able to build a very good legacy within a very short period of time. So it's a very, very good one for the family. So for me, I do not just want to compare them with their father, but I just want to give credit to Andrew Ayew, Jordan Ayew, and Ibrahim, because there's no way you can achieve the same thing at the same time. So them playing in the World Cup, the father did not play, but the father winning Champions League, they did not win, but they played in the Premier League, played in top clubs, I believe they will have made more money than their father, because in this era now, there's more money now in football than before. So the father played for passion with a lot of talent, but these children now, with their talent, with a lot of hard work as well, I think they really achieved so well. But I don't just want to compare them individually with their father. If not, we're going to lose respect for one of them, and I don't want to do that.
No, even if we lose respect, it will be for Andrew Ayew, because you said he played for Ghana national team. He played 120 times. That's 120 caps. What I have here is 120 caps.
Okay,
and scored 24 goals.
24 goals. Okay.
And Abedi Pele
played
73.
Yes,
and scored 33 goals. Just look at that that record. Albert, remember in those days, you can never compare Ghana national team then to this present day Ghana national team. Then Ghana national team had the biggest boys there in almost in African football, because they had Abedi Pele, Tony Bafo, Frank Amankwa, my brother, name a few, or Ni Odate Lamte. You cannot compare it to that. And knowing fully well that Andre Ayew was born in France, he started all his career there. His father paved the way for him to give me the platform for him to play good football. Before Abedi Pele left the shores of Africa, he suffered. Abedi Pele came from a poor home. He suffered before he played football in Ghana, Ashanti Kotoko, and some other clubs like that before he left. Finally found himself in France and made this name. Ayew's caps and his father's caps, far more different. Ayew has more caps than his father. Then Ayew himself has played in Europe just like his father. But the difference is that Abedi Pele played had fewer caps than the son and scored 33 goals, considering that they play from the same wing. Now, whose record speaks better?
If we stand on the topic, if Abedi Pele's sons leverage or meet up to Abedi Pele's record, the answer is no now. Have they tried as footballers? Yes, they have tried. Has the father paved way for them? Yes, he has paved way for them. I said in my initial statement that some players, some ex-players, their sons, even their daughters, made name more than them. Why some made name more than their sons? It can
Like
go either way.
Zidane
But
and
in
so
this
forth.
in the comparison of Abedi, Pele, and the sons have tried. In short, as a matter of fact, the three of them actually made their statement in accordance to how they came. Andre, elder to Jordan, Jordan to Ibrahim. So they made their name in that order. But as a matter of fact, what Abedi Pele won, having won the Nations Cup, the AFCON in 1982, won the Champions League, African Footballer of the Year 91, 92, 93. And don't forget, let's not mistake this fact. The football in Africa back then is not by sudden flight.
Stronger than what they're playing now.
What they are playing now is what people call Gen Z football. You know, Seedorf and Baggio, about some months ago, I don't want to be specific, I don't want to make mistake. They said they are wondering why the entire joy and fun of the game is being replaced by pace and athleticism. They feel that people are just running. People that have technical skills of the game, they are fading out because of the routine of the game now, just to run. But back then when we watch football, you must orchestrate what you are made up of. Your potentials must show on the pitch. And not forget that time African football, even their routine training, your laps, your calf, you will see how burly and strong an African player is. For you to survive or to play first team football in any country in Africa, you must work tirelessly. Even after your team training, you must work extra hard for you to find a place in your coach's heart. Are you getting it? So giving a comparison between Abedi Pele, the great iconic Abedi Pele, Jordan, Andre, and Ibrahim is far different. It's a very, it's like a lagoon, a river, and an ocean. Let me put it that way. Abedi Pele is not just an African legend. It's a Ghanaian legend. It's an African icon. It's a legend of Africa.
One of the best
if you put the legends of Africa from the 60s till now in Africa, I want to make a team of 23 players. Abedi Pele will be there.
Abedi Pele, even Pele himself named him as one of the best.
As one of the best. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So with no disrespect or disregard to his three sons, they have tried, they have made their mark. The only person, just as you spoke, that actually have won trophy, but not even 50, average him, is Andre, who won the Under-20 championship and the World Championship, Youth Championship, and the African Championship. Having went ahead again to win the French League and the Coupe French Cup. Are you getting it? So, but what Abedi Pele has achieved as an individual or collectively as a team is for BBC Footballer of the Year, Golden Ball 1992, BBC Footballer of the Year 1991, 3 times African Footballer of the Year. No, come on now. The achievement speaks so many volumes. But the comparison, to me, as a matter of fact, the comparison between Pele and the children have actually tried. They have played. They have given their best. At least 3 of them are still playing. They have given in their best. But I think perhaps the youngest of them all will be about 29 or thereabout, if I'm not mistaken, 28, which is yes, about 28 or 29. They have given their best. But comparing these 4 people, the dad and the 3 children, to me is far. Abedi Pele, this guy has gone to the World Cup. He has captained Ghana for a very long period of time. Andre, he has gone to 3 World Cups. Pele did not go to the World Cup. He has accepted it. Happens like that. It's pari passu. It may happen like this. It may not happen like sort of. He has gone to the World Cup, no doubt. But what Abedi Pele has achieved, as for Ghana as a national team and as club level, none of his children has achieved that level. And in the iconic legend, the legendary African status that is labeled on Abedi Pele is not labeled. Is far away from the children.
Chima, do you have anything to chip in on Abedi Pele and the children?
Yes, I still maintain a stand about this Abedi Pele. Abedi Pele have really achieved so much. But why I'm giving so much respect to the children is that from what you said, they said they were born in France, which is true. But for me, from my own perspective, if they were born in France, they were born, let's say in Africa, I'll say you were born with golden spoon, with silver spoon.
Yes,
okay, golden spoon, that one is bigger than silver. Let's say golden spoon. Now, if they were born with golden spoon, now there are many players, many children that were born with golden spoon that will not suffer or struggle to be on the limelight the way like their children. Like the way like the way they are playing today. So I feel like if Andre Ayew was born in France and then Jordan Ayew, and then they decide to still play football, not just playing like how do we call it?
Like Amokati's children.
I'm not saying Amokati's children, but let's just say Ajebota's way. But if they can play with their heart, the way I used to see Ayew play on TV. Ayew used to put so much passion while playing. Jordan Ayew even up till now. So I feel like despite knowing that if I did not play football, my father is still rich. I can still do it. I can go to school. I can become a lawyer or a doctor. But they choose this path knowing fully well that this path is not easy. Because whether you are rich or not, you must need fitness to play football. Whether you are rich or not, you must be disciplined to play football. Whether you are rich or not, no matter how stubborn you are, you must abstain from so many things, from unnecessary drinking, clubbing, so many things like for you to be on top in this game.
So you must be disciplined.
There must be discipline to some certain level. You understand? So you cannot boycott that. So definitely, if the children decide to go that path, for many years they've been Andrew Ayew having over 100 and something caps for Ghana, scoring 20 something goals, played in 3 World Cup, when he has won an African player, BBC Player of the Year, one Ghana Player of the Year.
Today.
You understand? So I believe, like, from my own perspective, I believe that I feel like the children of Andrew Ayew have really done so well for himself, because not many children born with golden spoon will go that level to achieve that. If they play to some level, they will just feel relaxed because the money is there. The father is rich. They also have made some money for them, so they will relax. But this guy still putting so much effort, still cry whenever they lose match. I've seen Jordan Andrew Ayew crying after losing match with Ghana national team. So I see the passion. I feel like that passion that the father used from Africa to go to Europe is the same passion Andrew Ayew is using to play. Because if Andrew Ayew was born in Africa too, I believe with that kind of passion, he will have still go far in that football. So definitely, I just give kudos to them. Yes, no doubt you can't compare them to their father in terms of record statistically, but if you check, if the father was not their father, maybe it's a different person entirely. You also put Andrew Ayew as one of Ghana legend. He might not compete one-on-one with Abedi Ayew, but definitely you cannot say Andrew Ayew is not a Ghana legend as well, because in the next 20-50 years we are still going to talk about Andrew Ayew's achievement with Ghana, player who have represented Ghana in World Cup 3 times, who have won so award, who have about over 100 and something cap. Not every player in the world will have 100 cap for the national team. That shows how consistent they are being, how disciplined you are, because it's not easy. It shows longevity. It shows how the type of strength, the type of discipline, the type of desire you are, because you might have 30-40 caps, but within that 30-40 cap you might do well, but you might not last. But Ayew have been lasting. They have been calling him. He has been playing, putting in so much effort up to now. So I feel like kudos to him, kudos to their father. The family is blessed, and not just about the money. I think the passion was really there.
Albert, any other thing to chip in?
No, nothing much now. Looking at it's a basis of comparison we're speaking about here. So I think I have made 95% clarity of my take on that regard. If you're trying to put them on a shelf of truth, trying to talk about if the children have actually measured up to his standard, I would say perhaps maybe 50%. And where you get to 50% is owing to the fact that Andrew Ayew played in 3 World Cups. You understand? Go to the World Cup, you represent. But if he had gone to the World Cup and won the World Cup, he has surpassed everything his father achieved in life. That is one thing about some certain kind of laurels in certain place in life. If I have if I'm conferred a professor, no matter how learned you are, and you are still having a doctorate degree, I'm bigger than you in the academic settings, and you get what I'm trying to say. Yes, he has gone to the World Cup, over 100 caps, big level, for you to get 100 caps in Africa, it shows how consistent and love you are. But legendary status on that side. But we're comparing the father, which is the subject of discussion, the father to the children. They are just 50% closer to their father. From what their father have achieved, from what I watched their father playing on the pitch, and the achievement, the achievement level, the laurels and everything he has won, I think the father is far above them. His father is not just a legend in Ghana, but an African iconic legend and a world legend. Yeah.
Anyway, we have come to the end of this episode. I would say the Ayew families, great footballing family in Ghana, but Abedi, Pele, Ayew, their father, sits on top of all of them.